Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for joining us on TCM as we take a cinematic journey through New York in the 1970s. We've taken this trip fairly often over the years because that decade and the movies set and shot in the city yielded some of the best films of the new Hollywood era. Tonight, we're taking our inspiration from the new short film, Song of My City, directed by David C. Roberts. The 17-minute film, which premiered last year at the Telluride Film Festival and had its TCM premiere earlier tonight, is a montage of scenes from 40 movies set in the grit and the flickering neon of New York in the 70s. We'll have an encore presentation of the short in a couple of hours. But first, one of the crime thrillers Roberts used in his Salute to the City, 1974, released by United Artists, The Taking of Pelham 123. The story is set around and aboard the subway train that leaves the Pelham Bay Park Station in the Bronx at 123, hence the title, Pelham 123. Walter Matthau leads the cast as a transit authority detective whose day takes a hard left turn when four men in disguises seize control of a train, taking the conductor and several passengers hostage. The hijackers go by Mr. Green, Mr. Gray, Mr. Brown, and their leader, Mr. Blue, played with charm yet undeniable menace by Robert Shaw. If you're a Quentin Tarantino fan, and you should be, you may recognize the names of those characters. Tarantino paid tribute to this seminal 1970s crime film by giving color-coded names to the thieves in his stunning 1992 heist picture, Reservoir Dogs. In The Taking of Pelham 123, those colors also represent shades of the drab, crumbling, underfunded world of the 1974 New York subway system, as depicted by director Joseph Sargent and cinematographer Owen Roizman. It may be the perfect movie to capture the mood of New York during the mid-1970s. Terror, crime, paranoia, and cynicism all commingled with the city's unique humanity, unmitigated bravado, twisted humor, and unflinching persistence. Here's the film from 1974, also with Martin Balsam, Hector Elizondo, and Jerry Stiller, The Taking of Pelham 123. The Taking of Pelham 123 is based on a novel by John Godey, the pseudonym of Morton Friedgood. A work of fiction, yes, but New York's Transit Authority worried the novel and certainly its film adaptation would inspire real copycat crimes. Director Joseph Sargent was surprised by their concerns. Cold professionals can see the absurdities of the plot right off, Sargent said, though he conceded that kooks, on the other hand, don't reason it out. That's why they're kooks. Mayor John Lindsay stepped in to keep the production on track, but Pelham producers still had to secure hijacking insurance to placate the Transit Authority. Then, in a bit of superstitious scheduling that somehow seems very New York, the Transit Authority also made sure no train was ever scheduled to leave Pelham Bay Park Station at 1:23 a.m. or p.m., an order that was rescinded in the late 1980s. When shooting some of the subway tunnel scenes, the producers used a portion of the tunnel near the Court Street station in downtown Brooklyn. The station had been abandoned since 1946, but the producers still had to pay the Transit Authority between $250,000 and $275,000 to shoot there. Today, the station is home to the New York Transit Museum, and it is still used often as a location for movies and television shows. Coming up, one of Martin Scorsese's earliest visions of New York in the 70s, Mean Streets. But first, an encore presentation of a short film that uses shots from Mean Streets, The Taking of Pelham 123, and other movies to showcase the New York of the era. Song of My City is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Song of My City, then Mean Streets, and later, Shaft. We can dig it on TCM tonight.